Hello, I'm Minty and welcome to the Near Mint Gideon YouTube channel. Today we're talking about Zara, Renegade Recruiter. Zara is a 5 mana, 4/3 flying human pirate, and she's in the Izzet colours. When she attacks, you basically get to look at someone's hand and choose a creature from it, and you get to steal it and put it into the battlefield tapped and attacking either the player that you attacked with Zara or a planeswalker they control. So this video is going to be 5 cards, no honourable mentions, just 5 cards that you should be including in Zara that you might not have heard of or might not have thought of. The first one isn't the most original take, it's Sundial of the Infinite. You should be running this card and it would be remiss of me not to mention it. It works really well with Zara's ability, so what you have to do is attack a player, steal their creature from their hand, and then once you've got it on your side, all you need to do is end the turn with Sundial of the Infinite, and you get to keep that creature on your side of the battlefield forever. Let's move on to some slightly more original cards. So there's lots of ways in blue of bouncing creatures back to the hand, and I think this is going to be particularly impactful in Zara because you can choose the creatures you want to steal that are on the battlefield and put them back in their owner's hand. I think Baral's expertise is particularly good here because for 5 mana you get to return 3 target artifacts and or creatures to their owner's hands, and then you get to cast something for 4 mana for free from your hand. So all upside for you. With Zara out, this means you can steal one of your opponent's creatures as well and control the board and cast something for free. Amazing. Zara is going to be the target of a lot of removal, I think, so protecting her is going to be vital. The next card on my list does this, but obviously there's loads of different options. I just want to give you some more unusual options you might not have heard of. So this card is called Curator's Ward, and it's a 3 mana aura, and it gives the enchanted permanent hexproof. So you can use this on other permanents that you might control, but you could also use it on Zara, and it means that she's going to be very difficult to remove with targeted removal. However, if she is removed by a board wipe or by some poor blocking, Curator's Ward allows you to draw 2 cards when the permanent leaves the battlefield, if it was historic. So if your commander dies, you get an upside, which is you draw 2 cards. Is this the most efficient protection? No, but you still have an upside and it can enchant any permanent on the board, so maybe consider running it. Along with protection, you also want to swing with your commander pretty quickly after she comes into the battlefield, because the less time you give your opponents to respond to her being around, the better for you. So giving her haste is important. I like Bloodsworn Steward here. He's 4 mana for a flying vampire knight, and he says commander creatures you control have +2/+2 and haste. This means that Zara becomes a 6/5 flying haste that steals a creature from your opponent's hand. So pretty scary stuff. The final card and sort of strategy I'd like to talk about is Sacrifice. So once you've taken your opponent's creature, you might want to sacrifice it so they don't have it in their hand anymore to be able to cast it next turn. Maybe it's scary, maybe you don't want it in their hand. For whatever reason, sacrificing is going to be a main strategy for this deck, or a staple for this deck. I have Jalira here, Master Polymorphist. I like the feel of this card because you can sacrifice another creature by paying 3 mana and tapping the Master Polymorphist, and then you get to reveal cards from the top of your library until you hit a non-legendary creature card, and you get to put that into the battlefield. So you can swap your opponent's creatures that you don't want and want in their bin for creatures out of your deck, and I think that's a really cool strategy, and I'm really looking forward to using the Master Polymorphist in this deck. So those are my 5 choices. What are your 5 choices? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you like the video, make sure you give it a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I've been Minty, also known as Near Mint Gideon, and I'll see you in the next one.